But essentially what this is going to do is allow you to manufacture your momentum, manufacture your motivation. You're not going to rely on this like, oh, I saw a video and it makes me feel good, because as quickly as that came, it's going to go just as quick. So you got to understand that you need to manufacture this and actually build it and invest into your motivation and momentum. It's the kind of thing that you make consistent deposits into, okay? Consistent deposits into your motivation and momentum buckets. And when you do that, you're able to take consistent withdrawals. You're able to take things out of that account so that you can check them and cash them right there. What's going on, guys? My name is Spencer. Welcome back to the Must Become YouTube channel, where we believe that opportunity is obligation, which means that what you can become, you must become. Guys, if you like any of this content that you're going to see in this video or any other video, please leave a like on this video. It definitely helps me out with the algorithms and also lets me know that you like this content. Also, please subscribe so you can join our community, as well as ring the notification bell, because when you do that, you can derive as much value from this platform and from my channel as possible. And then finally, please leave a comment in the comment section. I love having conversations with you guys, taking recommendations for videos like this one. I really always appreciate hearing from you guys. So with that said, let's jump right into this video. Gentlemen, today I want to talk about a really common misconception, like I do in so many videos. I want to talk about a common misconception around something that's so popular. Nowadays, guys, we have, a lot of influencers that are bringing our attention to people called success zombies. Essentially, these are people who are just obsessed with channels like mine, obsessed with other people's channels in the area, in the sphere, and essentially people who just get basically high on the idea that they can keep watching more and more videos, and by doing so that they're achieving real life success, when guys, they're not. They're just watching videos. And so I want to make sure that none of you guys are part of that community, and that you actually join the community of people who are actually leaving dents in this universe and making sure that they leave this world remembered. So guys, with that said, today I'm talking about a misunderstanding with respect to motivation. Guys, the M word. This word is kind of floating around in so many different spheres, especially in the success zombie sphere, where everyone talks about
how to stay motivated, how to get motivated.
Like how to use your motivation properly, or these sorts of things, whatever. There's lots of different ways to spin the whole motivation kind of game, and people want to sell you on different tips and tricks. Motivation has almost been portrayed as this like disease you catch. Like once in a while, it kind of just hits you, and then you have it for a while, and then it burns out after a little while. But guys, the reality is that's a fundamental misunderstanding of the way motivation works. So again, I want to talk a little bit more about what people think motivation is, guys. Motivation, like I said, it's one of these things that kind of just like hits you, momentum, motivation, these sort of things. But the reality is it's not really like that at all, is it? There's actually a very important switch you need to make in your mind that can allow you to use both momentum and motivation to your actual benefit. And I know a lot of people say that and they give you their tips and tricks, but this is honestly the only one with respect to motivation and momentum that I can actually think of that helps me revolutionize the way I use motivation and momentum. So I'm about to share that with you now. Guys, the truth is motivation and momentum are not caught like some sort of cold or some sort of disease that you have for a little while and then disappears. Motivation and momentum are actually manufactured. Take that in, guys. Manufacture motivation, manufacture momentum. So here's kind of what I mean, right? You need to have systems and tools in place in your life that you're familiar with, that you know that if you do this for a few days, you begin to pick up. Your momentum and your motivation begins to pick up. On day 3 or 4 of going to the gym, you start to have that kind of nice soreness in your muscles, and it makes you kind of look forward to going to the gym again. You can feel your body kind of recuperating and repairing, and that's a really kind of motivating feeling that brings you into that system of momentum. So you got to ask yourself, how did you get to that place, right? Where, when you're feeling really good, you're looking in the mirror, you're looking at your bank account, your business is doing well, you see revenues going up, whatever it is, you start to feel really good. Like, what is it that made that happen? What is it that made you kind of look in the mirror and think,
damn, like I'm looking good today. Shit, I'm looking good today.
What is it that made you feel like that? It was consistent execution. There's two kinds of motivation, really. There's the kind of fake fleeting motivation, fake fleeting momentum, and then there's the real manufactured motivation, the real manufactured momentum. And here's the difference. The first one is kind of like you go and you might watch a movie, you might go watch Rocky, and you kind of think to yourself, man, I'm gonna go run miles, I'm gonna go skip for hours, I'm gonna skip rope for hours, I'm gonna go pump some iron until I'm as big as Arnold. And that's the kind of motivation that you see, and it leaves you very quickly. It's very easy to think to yourself, I want to climb Mount Everest when you're sitting on the comfort of your couch. And so when you do that, you think to yourself, one day I'm gonna run a marathon, one day I'll climb Everest, or whatever it is. But the reality is that's the fake motivation. That's the kind of fragile motivation that just kind of disappears, and it's cheap. Real momentum and real motivation comes from when it's, like I mentioned, manufactured. So here's how you do that. You put a system in place where you know that for 3 days it might suck. You might kick your ass to get out and run, you might kick your ass to get out and hit the gym, or go to work early, start work at 5 in the morning, whatever it is for you guys. But by day 3 or 4, you're gonna start to want to do that. And when you know that you're going off the tracks, when you know that you're going, like I say in other videos, getting off the train, you need a system to get you back on the train. And actually there's a great video that I made in the past about stay on the fucking train. That's a video that I'm going to link in the description, so please go watch that. That's a great tool. Like what I'm talking about, you need tools to make sure that you actually manufacture this momentum, you know, and I kind of use motivation and momentum a little bit synonymously. I know that they're not technically the same thing, but I use them kind of interchangeably here. Definitely go back and watch that so you actually have a tool that you can use that's automatically in your toolbox. But guys, you guys need essentially a rhythm that you guys can get back into. So you know, okay, I'm taking a couple days off from the gym, I'm going on vacation, I'm gonna go stay with some family abroad, something like that. You know, you're gonna go and you're gonna eat some good shit, you're gonna drink some good shit, and honestly, you're gonna lose motivation, you're gonna lose momentum, and that's just a fact. And you have to learn to use these systems like the one I'm talking about, the one I'm teaching you about, so that you can get back on the train and you can keep that motivation, keep that momentum, so you can keep your gains in no matter what sphere you're operating in going. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna write out a little plan for yourself. Now you could do it in your phone, however, I don't think that's nearly as permanent. It's not as much effort put in. I think you should write it down on a piece of paper. And this is gonna be your jumpstart system, okay? This is the thing that you're gonna do that you know,
even if you don't have the motivation or the momentum or whatever
your success zombie shit's telling you that you need in order to get started. You don't have it, but what you do have is a list of execution, okay? So day 1, you're gonna do X, Y, Z. Day 2, you're gonna do X, Y, Z. Day 3, you're gonna do X, Y, Z. And you're gonna keep doing those things. And then you're gonna see that on day 3, day 4, day 5, you're gonna see that this momentum and motivation begins to actually seep in, and you're not gonna need to kick yourself in the pants so much. You're gonna be able to get out and actually do it. Now this could be getting up early, going to work. This could be having a meditation practice. You know, you could say I've been meditating 30 minutes a day for the last 30 days. And that's fucking fantastic if that's what you're doing, right? That might be excessive for some, that might be a little bit weak for some others, whatever it is, let's just say that's your habit, that's your pattern. Now, you took a break from meditation, maybe you missed it, maybe you couldn't get to it, whatever the reason may be, but you know that you have a predetermined how to get back to this state. I have a predetermined checklist, a jumpstart checklist on how to get back to my motivation and back to my momentum. And what that is day 1, I'm gonna do 10 minutes of meditation, okay? You're gonna do 10 minutes of meditation. Okay. Day 2, you're gonna do 15 minutes of meditation. Day 3, you might do another 15 minutes of meditation. Day 4, you might jump that up to 20. And soon you'll see what I'm saying. You can make this up for yourself. You can make your own jumpstart kind of list for yourself. But essentially what this is gonna do is allow you to manufacture your momentum, manufacture your motivation. You're not gonna rely on this like,
oh, I saw a video and it makes me feel good.
Because as quickly as that came, it's gonna go just as quick. So you gotta understand that you need to manufacture this and actually build it and invest into your motivation and momentum. It's the kind of thing that you make consistent deposits into, okay? Consistent deposits into your motivation and momentum buckets. And when you do that, you're able to take consistent withdrawals. You're able to take things out of that account so that you can check them and cash them right there. And that's effectively the way this works, guys. So the secret here is that you need to make an actual system. And especially if you want it to be as good as possible, make it when you're already feeling good. As soon as you start to feel that momentum, one of the first things you should do when you have that cognitive check in your brain and you think to yourself, damn, I'm feeling good. I've been on my shit. I look good in the mirror. My business is doing really well. I'm really managing my whole team really, really well, really effectively. My meditation is doing great. I've been on my diet. All of these great things. As soon as you have that thought, use that as an anchor to tell yourself to make this list. And I know it sounds like a bitch, but it's the kind of thing that when you look out at a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you see that the majority of this time you spent on your mission and on your purpose and motivated and with momentum, the reason why is because you made yourself a direct shortcut to always get back. Because look, the reality is you can't always stay on the fucking train. I know I say in the video to stay on as much as you can, and you should try and do it as much as you can. But sometimes life will kick you down. It's an upward trend, guys. You're not just on it forever. It's an upward trend. So what I'm telling you is that you need a system, a jumpstart checklist, a system to manufacture that momentum and manufacture that motivation, because those are the things that'll get you back to where you need to be. And like I just mentioned a second ago, when you zoom out and you see, hey, what have I been doing for the last year? Yeah, there's 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 times that you fell off, right? And even that might be too few. You fell off a whole bunch of times, but you got on one more time than you fell off. And the reason why you're able to do that is because you have a reliable system to jumpstart you right back into momentum and motivation. None of this success zombie bullshit, none of this shit that just kind of says, you know, watch videos and feel good and watch videos and feel like you're going to be successful and manifest from the comfort of your bedroom, whatever it is. No, that might be, you know, manifestation. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, I'm not sure. But what I can tell you is a jumpstart checklist is the way you manufacture motivation and momentum. You guys need to understand these processes properly if you're actually going to make a dent in this universe, because you need to spend more time on than you are off, or at least know how to get on when you need it and use these tools to bring you to where you need to go. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up there. I hope you guys got some value from this video. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video and in all of my videos, please leave me a like if you liked this content, you found some value in it. That lets me know that you enjoyed it and also helps me out with the algorithms, of course. Shoot me a comment down in the bottom if you want to talk about any of these things or give me any sort of suggestions on anything you'd like me to do in the future or expand on this video or anything. Ring the notification bell because that'll let you know every single time I upload so you can derive as much value from this platform as possible, because these videos do stack in value, guys. I release this in a particular order for a particular reason. So it's important that you guys watch these so I can help you guys and you guys can help yourselves get as much value as possible. And finally, subscribe to this channel if you think it's a valuable addition to your life, because I'm trying to create a community of guys who want to help themselves and want to help each other and actually want to leave this world remembered. So with that said, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.